What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another video. My name is Ralli Roots. If you're brand new to this channel, I'm a full-time online reseller. So I buy stuff and then I sell it on platforms like eBay or Amazon or Depop or Poshmark or Instagram. I just buy stuff and I sell stuff online for a living. That's what I do for a full-time job. So if you do enjoy the information in today's video, please do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button and make sure that you've subscribed to the channel as well. So I'm a huge believer that one of the best ways to learn and grow is to make mistakes. It's to try something out, make a mistake, learn from that mistake, and grow from it and move on. For example, when you're a kid, when you're learning how to ride a bicycle, you would try and fail, and then you would learn from what you did wrong, and you would try again and again and again until you figured out how to ride that bike. Now, in my opinion, an even better way to learn is to watch what other people are doing and learn from their mistakes. So again, when I was a kid, I had an older brother and I was able to watch the mistakes that he made. I watched him do different things and, I could decide that's something that I don't want to do. I'm going to try it in a different way, or I'm going to do it the exact same way that he's doing it because it's the right way. And I'm telling you this mainly because, when we first started this YouTube channel, one of the main reasons why we even started the channel was to document the mistakes that we make so that other people could watch the videos and learn from their mistakes and not make the exact same mistakes that we made. It's almost like I'm your big brother of reselling, and you can watch what I'm doing. Don't make the same mistakes that I make, and you can implement changes into your business so that you don't end up falling into those same mistakes. So that's what today's video is about. We all make mistakes. We've definitely made some big ones this year, and I wanted to share those with you. So I'm going to tell you 7 big mistakes that we've made this year. 2020 has been an interesting year, and we've had to navigate our way through it just like everybody else. So I'm going to jump into these 7 mistakes. Hopefully you enjoy this video and we can talk about how to avoid doing the same thing that we've done. So mistake number 1 that I want to talk about that's happened this year. And by the way, guys, most of these mistakes are purely my fault. I don't want to rope Ali and Callie and Ben and Mike into these, but most of the mistakes are my fault. I'm a risk taker at some point, and I learn from my mistakes. So the first one that I want to share with you guys is loaning money out. So in the past, there's been many instances in the past where people have come to us and said, hey, can I borrow a couple $1,000s to purchase these items and I'll pay you back plus a little bit of extra money on top. So it's almost like we're investing with them on some product. And we've done that multiple times in the past, and it's worked out. The majority of the time it's worked out. Unfortunately, this year has been slightly different. I've loaned out money to people, and it's just, again, who could have seen 2020 really coming or going the way that it's gone? But I've loaned money out and people haven't been able to pay it back. And now we're kind of sitting in a situation where people are trying to give us the money back in product, and it just isn't going too well. So we just have money kind of sitting out there that we shouldn't have loaned out. And again, that's, there's a big mistake. So, and it's thousands and thousands of dollars sitting out there. And, that's money that we could have used to put into something else. We did it to benefit the people that we were trying to help out. Obviously, our heart is to give back and be able to help people out. And really at this point, I just want to get the money that we've given them back. I don't even care if we get anything on top. We just want our money back so that we can use that money to grow our business as well, or we can use it to, benefit other people. But again, the big thing that, the life lesson that I learned this year, mistake number 1 is it's probably not the best time to loan money out to people. At least people that we don't really know, right? Or people that we don't really know well. Because again, we've given money to people, to friends and family, and they've paid it back fine. But we just, you have to be careful when people start kind of seeing success in your business. Sometimes they will take advantage of it. And we're giving people, we like to give, but we also don't want to, be naive and get taken advantage of. So, and that's something that we had to learn the hard way this year. Don't loan out money. And if we do loan out money, make sure that there's a solid game plan on getting that money back. All right. So mistake number 2 is very simple. And this one is personal to me, but mistake number 2 is taking on more than I can handle. So obviously, again, 2020 has been a stressful year. A lot of you have noticed that I've been somewhat stressed out in some videos. Not saying that it's been a terrible year. We're having our best year financially ever, but it's been stressful. It's been a very stressful 2020. And one thing that hasn't helped me in my stresses of life and reselling is I've taken on too much on top of myself, or too many things. I'm not good at delegating. So I've taken on too much than I can handle personally. So, and when I say that, it comes back to, almost everything in our business as it is now, almost everything I touch. So there's really no way for the company to bring in income without me being involved in a certain way or in some sort of a way to bring that money in. And again, that goes back to my fault. And it's something, again, I've had to grow and learn from. And I'm getting better at it, delegating things out and not being as involved in certain things. But my personality is to jump in and, if I see something that I think I could do better at, I'll jump in and just do it instead of trying to teach and train someone else how to do it. I'm good at teaching you guys. I'm good at teaching other people virtually. But person on person, it's hard for me to say, go and try it out and do it yourself. It's easier for me to just go, I'll do it and take it on. So that's something that I had to learn this year. And that's mistake number 2 is I need to learn how to delegate tasks out better and more often and, not take on too much. That's the other thing is I will say yes to a lot of things. When people want to sell me a bunch of inventory and I think I can make money on it, I'll say yes, and I'll just deal with it as it comes in. But, I need to get better at saying no and not taking on too much. And I think a lot of you might be in that situation as well. So maybe the message of this video can be, don't take on too much stress than you can handle. Okay, so mistake number 3, this is an eBay related issue. I don't think we switched over to managed payments fast enough. So obviously now everybody on eBay who has a store or everybody on eBay who sells has been or is in the process of being switched over to eBay's managed payment system. We had the option to be switched over a long time ago, at least like 6 or 7 months ago, and we chose to just wait it out, right? Because change is annoying sometimes when you're running a business and you don't want to go through it. But we should have switched already so that we knew exactly how eBay's managed payments was handled, and then we would have been able to teach you guys as well. Now, obviously, we've been in it. We've had it running for a while. I do have a lot of information on eBay's managed payments, a lot of stuff that can probably help you guys out in the future. I do want to do a dedicated video about eBay's managed payment system in the future, so I'm not going to dive into it too much in this video, but again, that's mistake number 3 as far as I'm concerned, is we should have taken the initiative to switch over. We knew it was coming, we knew it was inevitable, so we should have just taken the plunge. So mistake number 4 is also an eBay issue, and mistake number 4 is we haven't been listing enough product on eBay. And I think the main reason why we haven't been listing as much as we usually do on eBay is because our focus has been on other things. Our focus has been on, selling vintage on Instagram or listing stuff on Depop or trying to buy wholesale and make a lot of money through wholesale. So our focus has been on other platforms and not so much on eBay. But what we forget to remember is that eBay has been our bread and butter for the past 5 years straight. eBay pays the bills. So at the end of the day, it's a good thing to try other things and make money in other places and don't put all your eggs in one basket on eBay. But for us, one thing that I noticed is that our eBay sales have kind of declined because we haven't been listing as much stuff on eBay. It's funny how that works. The more you list on eBay, the more money you make. So we've been focusing back on it more and more, and we've been narrowing it down into a couple categories, t-shirts and shoes. Ben, my younger brother, has been doing a great job getting stuff listed on eBay. We use Sellhound now to list stuff on eBay for us as well, which has helped dramatically. But overall, that's one thing that I noticed this year is we hadn't listed enough on eBay. We hadn't focused enough on getting product up on eBay. And that's something that needs to change. It's a mistake that we've made. Okay, so that's mistake number 4. Before I move on, guys, I just want to mention it one more time. This will be the last time that I mention it. We are going to be opening up our mentoring program again. Signups will be open up this coming Monday, August 31st, around like 8 p.m. Eastern time. We'll open it up. 75 spots, that's it. Once they're filled, we're going to close it, and then we won't open up the program again for another 2 to 3 months. So if you are interested in working with us directly, that's how you do it. I'll leave a link in the description of this video. Go put your email in there, and when we open up spots, you will get an email. And if you are one of the first 75 people to grab a spot, you're in. It's first come, first serve. So if you're interested, we're looking forward to working with the next group of people. If you're not, no big deal. We're still going to keep making videos just like this. Okay, so 3 more mistakes. Mistake number 5 I want to talk to you guys about is we bought inventory from people without a good relationship. So we bought a lot of inventory from certain people, without having an established relationship, and some of them ended up biting us in the butt. So in particular, I actually this week just had to open up a $5,600 case with my credit card company because a person sent us inventory that was a complete bait and switch. They showed us stuff that was legitimate vintage t-shirts, and what we got sent were reprints and dry rot falling apart t-shirts. I don't want to mention exactly who the person is just yet because I want to go through this case, but I probably will in the future. As soon as the case is resolved, we can talk about it a little bit further. But right now we're out $5,600, which is a lot of money. And the mistake in this case was sending someone $5,600 without having some sort of an established relationship to begin with. We should have done a smaller order to start, made sure that they were legitimate, and then placed a bigger order in the future. That's typically how we do our wholesale buys, but in this case, it was a great deal for the product that he was supposed to send us. And then he ended up taking advantage and doing a bait and switch. Fortunately, and this is something that you guys need to be aware of, fortunately, we refused to make the payment PayPal Friends and Family or Venmo. We made sure to make the payment on our company credit card so that in a case just like this, large amount of money, first time working with the person, we can very easily dispute that charge. Now, the money's going to sit out there where we probably won't win the dispute for the next couple months, but we have already been credited back the $5,600 on our credit card. So that's one good reason to have a good credit card and a good relationship with your credit card company, is so that when stuff like this does happen, they'll take care of you. But doesn't mean that it wasn't a mistake. Still a terrible mistake to do business with this person, and hopefully we get it cleared up, and we'll warn you guys in the future with certain people like that. But anyway, that's mistake number 5, is overextending ourselves, buying inventory without having that personal relationship yet. All right, mistake number 6 that we've made this year, or that I've made this year, is we haven't put enough time and effort into our systems and organization here at our warehouse. We need to put more time into how things are structured out there so that workflow is a lot easier. Right now, we're literally just buying a bunch of inventory wholesale when it comes in, and then we break it down as we can. It's just there's no like really good systems in place. Obviously, it's working, right? But the actual workflow could be a lot better, and we need to just sit down and work on that. And again, part of that is we've been busy. We've been kind of stressed out doing all this stuff all at once, taking on too much, like I said earlier. And when you get stressed out, it's hard for you to step back from your business and go, these are the changes I need to make in the business, because you're working in the business and not on the business. And we need to step back and start working on the business a little bit more so that we can ease things for ourselves and for our employees going forward. So yeah, mistake number 6 is we need to work on our systems. That's still a work in process. We have to work on our systems this year. Luckily, we've been doing it long enough now where we can do that. We can take a step back. We know it needs to be done, and we'll plan for it and fix it. So the 7th and final mistake that I've made this year, and this one is not so much reselling related, but it absolutely affects our business 100%. And mistake number 7 is, during all this craziness, is I haven't made an effort to spend time working on my mental health, my physical health, and my relationships with other people, like my friends and my wife and my parents, and making sure those relationships stay strong and everybody is happy. And unfortunately, a lot of the time that happens when you start working too much or working on your business, you neglect your health. And I think that, especially right now with the way that things are in 2020, mental health is a huge thing for people. A lot of people are depressed at home. They're not seeing people. They're not having that human touch, which I think is super important for mental health. But I think a lot of people have gotten kind of depressed. I've been through it. Everybody's been through it. Low lows and high highs and then low lows again. But working on your mental health and just sitting down and telling yourself everything's okay, I think that's really important. Reaching out to people, talking to people. We're lucky that we have such a good community around us where if I'm going through issues, there's someone else out there who's going through the same issues, or they've been through issues before. And we do the same for people. People reach out to us all the time, and they'll ask us questions, or they've made mistakes that we can help them get through because we've made the same mistakes. But I'm just saying, I think it's important to make sure that you're working on your mental health. And then again, physical health. For me, I'm a very active person typically. And there were a couple months this year where I was pretty sedentary. I wasn't running. I wasn't going to the gym. I was literally just trying to make money. And it's good to make money, but it's much more important to focus on your health, in my opinion. If we can get by and pay our bills and I can stay healthy, that's more important to me than just stacking cash in the bank. So now I'm back to it, watching what I'm eating, lost 15 pounds, running again, getting back in the gym. It's something that I knew I had to do, but it's something it's tough to break that habit and get back into it. But the easiest way for me to do it is just wake up and tell myself, like, today is the day, I'm doing it. There's nothing that's going to stop me from doing it. And you just switch it off and go straight back into it. That's what I found. And then again, those relationships, like making sure that I'm spending time, turning off and spending time with Allison at night, watching a movie, doing our at-home date nights, cooking dinner, hanging out with each other, and same thing with friends, making sure I'm calling my friends and trying to spend time with my family, and just making sure that those relationships are strong and are kept intact. So again, that's the final mistake. Mistake number 7 is for a few months there, I didn't do that. I wasn't spending enough time on mental, physical, and relationship health. And I've taken a step back and I've noticed that, and I've done what needs to be done to fix it. And that's it, guys. 7 mistakes that I've made this year. Hopefully this video kind of helps you out. Maybe you've made some similar mistakes. Maybe this kind of helps you get through some of those mistakes. Just, if you can take anything from this video, I just want you to realize wherever we are, some people look at us and they see us as like untouchable, like we're happy all the time, we don't make any mistakes, the business is money coming in all the time. But what people don't realize is that we're human, right? We all make mistakes. Us probably more so than others, but it's how you deal with those mistakes, and it's noticing them and making tweaks and making changes in your business and your lifestyle so that you can avoid doing that in the future as well. So anyway, hopefully this video helps you guys out. And thank you for listening to me. I appreciate it. Again, if you haven't already, please hit the thumbs up button on the video. And that's going to be it for me today, guys. So thank you for watching. I'm Ralli Roots, and I'll see you next time. Leave a comment if you have any questions or comments about this video. So love you guys. Thanks for watching. Peace out.